Hello, it's February 2022, and I'm going to talk about something that I've noticed over the past even couple of years, people really talking about, and I've highlighted certain things to them. It ties in with, I did a video maybe about 12 years ago about survival. Not that I'm any great survival expert, but I used mostly video clips from others who are survival experts. There's actually a video clip where there was a survival expert conducting a class somewhere remote, and it was being recorded, and he said somewhere around 87% of the people will perish within 72 hours in a survival situation, which would include a bug out situation, for example. And these people that he's talking about are not only not prepared equipment wise, but even if you have the equipment, you know how to use your equipment, like I say, a compass, a map. People don't have the inner strength of will to survive, and there's no experience, say, even with practice. And a lot of people talk about, well, if things get really bad, they're just going to go out into the wilderness. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Sure, you can have, for example, a bug out bag, think that you're prepared. Whatever you do, don't pack granola bars and bird seeds and stuff like that in, because it's, yeah, as I said, I've talked about this a long time ago. So just simply think, I'm going to go out, I'm going to hunt, catch a rabbit. You see more wildlife in city limits, rural areas even, than you do out in the wilderness. The animals out in the wilderness they're not running around and you just say, oh, I'm going to pick that one. No, they're scattered, and they see you and hear you and smell you coming long before you even would know that they're there, and they hide. Even the predators. And you have to know what kind of predators are in the area that you want to go to, just to be prepared for them too. So it's not as easy as people think. And even fishing, I'll just go catch a fish and eat it. Well, you got to know what kind of fish, what time of year it is, if they're even around, and you got to check for any parasites or anything like that. There's so many different things to look into, and a lot of people don't realize there's that old saying, was it 3 days without water, you're dead. 3 weeks without food, you're dead. And I forget the whole whatever else there was, but just to say, oh, I'm going to run out. And about 2 years ago, I mentioned the fact that, say you're trying to escape, for example, things are being imposed, just go out in the wilderness. Well, that's fine and dandy. What if the routes there are cut off? What if those imposing make it illegal? So now they can hunt you down legally, according to them, to go out there. They can arrest you, shoot you. No one's out there to witness anything. So there's a lot of things that people need to really understand. If you're going to have that as a last resort, and it doesn't even have to do with current world events, for example. It could be anything. Pick something. I don't know. Alien invasion or zombies or whatever. Pick something. You have to have some skill sets. Learn about edible plants in the area that you're going to, because every area has different plants, different wildlife, different pros and cons. So it's not just a matter of saying, oh, I have a plan. Do you have a vehicle that can get you to where you need to go? You're not going there in an electric vehicle. There's so many different things to consider. And I just really wanted to kind of segue from one thing to another here, but a lot of things to know, to have some experience. Even if you have some camping experience, and I'm not just talking overnight, but there's a lot of things that you have to consider. You also have to consider going to the bathroom, doing your business in the wilderness. Now, if you have a trailer or something, or a motorhome, then you're not going very far. to rebuild or escape or anything, but you know, gotta consider that cleanliness. Can you endure not being clean, you know, for days, weeks on end, maybe even months? How are you going to keep yourself clean? It's all these things that people need to really think about. But, you know, and the supplies that you carry will eventually run out. So you have to be able to somewhat go all survivor man. Yeah, that's a plug to Les Stroud, and in his efforts on sharing, surviving. So anyway, just want to give you some things to think about. You know, surviving in the wilderness is not easy. Even when you're equipped reasonably well, it's not easy. And there's many things that can go wrong. Things can fail. Things can go wrong. You know, whatever. Things to think about. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.